So second day here at the Homag open house during the Woodworking Technology Days. I'm here with Duncan, and he's the inventor of the vector contour edge bender. And I think it's a really great innovation for the woodworking industry because it's quite different from a regular BSZ. But I let the expert talk about the machine.
Okay, thank you. So here we have the vector machine, which is a patented principle. There's no programming. We set a starting position that's just away from the part. The head comes down, travels until it finds the edge, and at that point it will start following the edge. I'll just make it start. So the head comes down, travels to the edge. At this point it's in a pressure mode, so it's pushing up against the edge. The band is passing over the glue nozzle, pressed onto the board. We follow with trimming and surface scraping. As we travel around, the pressure angle changes to keep the machine always pressed against the edge. 80 kilograms of edge pressure. We also have sensing. You see the little red dots, they are photo eyes. They will detect when we're coming up the cornice because the machine doesn't know. So as it approaches the corner, it will automatically slow. You'll also notice here that when it started, it didn't trim the first 2 inches, so that when it gets back to the start, it puts an arm out and it will measure for the join. And then it carries over the top, trimming, surface scraping, laying down the band.
So what kind of edge bending sizes can the machine actually work with?
It can do everything from 15 millimeters in height to 40 millimeters.
Wow, okay.
And everything from 1 millimeter to 3 millimeters.
Okay. And there's no special edge bending requirement, it can just have regular...
Just quality. The better the quality, the better the performance.
For sure, yeah. And the glue that you're applying is basically a glue puck, right?
Yeah, we're using the cartridges. So here's a glue cartridge. We use, in this case, a natural color, but the system is a completely closed system and we can change from different colors. So if we use a white glue, so here's an example. I have, this one is white and this one is the natural color. And you'll also see that the glue is only applied to the thickness of the panel. So the overhang top and bottom, which is trimmed off, has no glue on it.
And I like actually that the glue is has this ripple effect, so when you press it down, it basically has an even finish, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And with 80 kilograms of edge pressure, that really pulls a tight glue bond.
So in regards to this machine, so where would this go? Who would be your typical client?
So everyone for this machine is already sold. It's sold to an office furniture manufacturer. They can do large workstations. The bed is 11 foot 6 by 6 feet, or we can work in 2 fields, 4 feet wide by 6 feet deep, 1 at each end, and work in pendulum, so high production. Alternatively, education furniture, displays, institutional furniture, hotels. Hotels now, a lot of hotels have small spaces, they don't want sharp edges.
So and it's probably like ergonomic furniture, ergonomic style furniture where you have a lot of rounded edges or rounded geometries, right?
100%, and also the RV industry or boat building industry.
Interesting.
Tight spaces, lots of shaped panels, applying the edging to those, and with the machine we achieve a much higher quality and productivity than if we are doing it by hand.
So we talked a little bit off camera in regard to the difference between this and the BSZ, the Bearbeitungszentrum in Germany, or CNC. So what's the major difference here?
One of the fundamental differences that we're separating the edge banding process into a single process. So all the cutting is done separately. This allows us to work with nested-based manufacturing. So if we have intricate components, and in particular in the RV industry, but also office furniture, we get a much higher material recovery if we can interlock components when cutting the sheet. So because the machine takes the piece already cut, we don't need to first cut a rectangle and then cut it on the machine. So it has a massive benefit in terms of being able to work with nested-based manufacturing.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for the overview and the explanation. Really informative, and appreciate the input. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.